decided to make another Bowie knife, but I also wanted to make kind of like a combat knife too, so I'm like, why not combine the two? So I have this chunk of leaf spring here, bit thick, but you know, leaf springs are. So I'm gonna hammer it thinner, extend it out a little bit, make my tang. I was watching That Works on YouTube. They're basically a couple of people from Baltimore Knife and Sword that used to be on the Man at Arms channel. They went off and started doing their own thing. And they were doing a video basically saying that you're blacksmithing wrong and here's how to do it right. Interesting video, although they used way more math than I think was necessary. But then again, math gives me a headache. So I was watching their stuff and like, oh, it's kind of an interesting video though. And I did learn a bit from it. So I'm going to attempt to use some of their techniques, especially for making the edge that they used, and go from there. I don't have a hot cut tool though, so I'm going to have to kind of improvise that a little bit. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I basically saw that and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I kind of want to make a combat knife out of it too, because I like combat knives. So I'm going to try and combine the two. And, yeah, so with that, I'm going to quit rambling and forge a knife after I pick that up off the floor. Okay, so this actually turned out pretty well. I still have to clean up some of the lines. It's bowed a little bit more than I would like, and the tang it's a lot more there than I needed to. So I basically have to cut that off, trim it down, as I usually do. But it turned out fairly straight. It's gonna have a nice edge on it. Again, kinda got the nice, I don't know what you would call that, off the top of my head anyway. So, basically, yeah, I'm gonna take the grinder, clean it up, and then go to heat treat. Okay, so I have everything ground down to the way I'd like. The only thing left to do is put some threads on that. You got that all nice and attached. Nice laceration on the back of my thumb. The bandages to hold everything together. Nothing I can't handle, so don't worry about it. Plus, by the time you're seeing this, it would have been, months ago. So, anyway. Going to take this die here and thread the bottom of this. I forgot to get something for the pommel and couldn't get anything in my shop that I liked, so I just got that and surprisingly this, which is what at the back of my hand. That's just going to act as kind of a stopper as I glue everything together, so all I have to do is put the pommel on tomorrow and it's done. And go from there. So, yeah, I'm going to thread that. And I got some nice leather cut out that I'm going to stack up and glue on and be done. Well, I got to sand that down and all that, which I just now remember. Okay, so I got all my leather nice and glued up here. I did have a pommel, went to drill the hole, got it drilled, went to tap it, and then realized I had the wrong size drill bit. So the hole is too big. I'm just using it as kind of a placeholder for measurement, and that's the stopper I use for gluing all of it. And I'll get another bolt tomorrow. It's a common problem with me. Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is gonna shape the handle, of course. Gonna start by just taking my box cutter, kind of shaving down the edges a little bit. Then I'll go to a rasp, kind of really shape it, and then smooth out the belt sander, and then go dye the leather.